We won't do Q&A here, but we're going to take you quickly down to our first stop and then down to our second and third stop all in a short amount of time, so just be patient with us. And we will do some quick, brief, press-style Q&A at each location. And then if you guys have additional questions at the end, anybody here in these blue Seaworld and Busch Gardens shirts, those are your PR contacts. If you guys have additional questions after the event, seek one of them out and we'll make sure that we get you that information. We also have some press information to hand you as well. So again, just be patient with us. We've got a lot to do. We're very excited. And with that, I'm going to introduce Joel Manby, our President and CEO.
Thank you, May. Appreciate it. How are you today? It's crowded. Come on in. We have a couple seats here and here, so there are 3 seats here if anybody wants to come in. We are so excited to have you. We are very, very excited about the future of SeaWorld. We are 1 year into a 3-year plan to accomplish our mission, and our new mission is to create experiences that matter. And we not only want to have a lot of fun at our parks, we want our guests to have a lot of fun, but we also want them to help make the world a better place. And so the challenge is experiences that matter, because our vision as a company, which is what you see with our eyes, what you see in the future, is to inspire people to help animals and the wild wonders of the world. And if we can create an army of millions and millions of customers and our thousands of guests and our thousands of employees, it'll be an incredible, incredible combination. Now, the group that is charged with executing on this mission from a creative standpoint is our newly formed Deep Blue creative team. Anthony, where are you? I don't know if he's, all right, here, there you are. He's right here, by the way. So Anthony's the head of our creative development and Deep Blue Creative, and there was an article on that this morning in the paper. But I'm going to talk right now about the fact that we're doubling down this year on achieving that mission. We had some great attractions in 16, like Mako and Cobra's Curse. Mako had the Guy Harvey overlay that was really tied to our mission. But this year, we're going to take you to 3 different reveals on the floor. The first one is the Wave Breaker, the Rescue ride, which is coming to San Antonio this summer. And this ride really combines water, because it goes over the water. It's a multi-launch coaster and also has a rescue story in it. And you'll see the technology is first in this, it's the first ride like this in North America. You actually straddle on a car like you're on a jet ski. So it's going to be very, very thrilling as a launch coaster. And you'll see the car in just a few minutes, done by Intamin. And then there's a rescue story attached to it, which is inspired by our Emmy award-winning show on Saturday morning called Sea Rescue. And so you basically launch out alongside one of our SeaWorld rescue team members, and you'll see what it's like to be part of a team that goes out and helps animals in the wild. So it won't just be very, very exciting, but it will also display our great rescue operations, which we are the largest marine animal rescue organization in North America, and a lot of people don't know that. So that is our first one, Wavebreaker. The second one is Submarine Quest, and that's going to be at San Diego, and it's part of a 3-acre realm called Ocean Explorer. But Submarine Quest is the ride mechanism, and you'll see it very, very unique. But it's a combination of rides, submarine ride, also some aquariums and some technology interactions. And here the storyline is you get to be basically a marine biologist, and you are collecting information to help animals in the wild. Very much designed for families with young children, and a very exciting new addition for us in San Diego, and they haven't had a new attraction in a while. So that's Ocean Explorer and Submarine Quest. The last one that you'll see is at Busch Gardens, Tampa. And we have a ride called Invadr, which is the first wooden coaster we've ever done in Busch Williamsburg. They have 8, Busch Gardens Williamsburg. They have 8 coasters, but it's the first wooden coaster we've ever done. Very family oriented, whole family can ride together, but still a lot of thrill. It has a 70-foot drop, you go under a tunnel, it's cut through the woods, so you get a lot of sense of speed. So a very, very good attraction for Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And while I'm on Busch Gardens, I have to call out one of our park presidents who I just saw walk in the room. Jim, raise your hand. Jim is the park president of Busch Gardens Tampa, and they just won the Applause Award today. So give him a round of applause. That is, that's the highest honor you can get in this industry, and there are very, very few companies that have won it twice, and we have won it both at Busch Gardens Williamsburg and Busch Gardens Tampa. So congratulations, Jim Dean and his incredible team there in Tampa. So that is what we're going to take you around and show you. But really quickly, before I let you go with Mike, and I'll introduce Mike in a minute, I want to talk about a few other things that we're introducing in 17 that we're very excited about. The first here in Orlando, since we are in Orlando, is the Kraken overlay with virtual reality. So this is the first virtual reality ride in Orlando, or in all of Florida for that matter. It's the first one for our company. Very excited about this. It still has a sea theme. It's actually prehistoric sea animals. All the technology, both mechanically and electronically, are connected to the car, which makes it unique from some of the other executions in the industry, and we'll tell you more about that if you have questions on that. Very excited. We have a great lineup in Florida, not only here with Kraken, we remarket Mako, but also we have a nighttime experience called Electric Ocean. And we are extending our nighttime hours. We're going to make our parks a lot of fun again in the evening. As the sun goes down, you'll still have a lot of fun at a SeaWorld park. We'll have bioluminescent lighting, we'll have entertainment in the pathways, a lot of energy, a lot of glow, and that's in both Orlando and San Diego, and that's Electric Ocean. So very excited about that new nighttime experience. And finally, last one that I'm going to talk about is the Orca Encounter in San Diego. So in March, most of you know that we made a difficult announcement that it would be our last generation of orcas, but we also committed that we would transition our theatrical shows to a much more educational show, also very compelling. Think of it as maybe a documentary live. We want it to be very, very compelling for our guests. You can see here, this is in San Diego, much more natural environment, and this large screen across the back will take the guests anywhere they want to go around the world, wherever the orcas happen to be from. We will focus on natural experiences, why they breach, why they splash, how they hunt, how they communicate, and we'll also teach our guests, or at least educate them, on the plight of whales in the wild and how they can help some of the breeds and some of the species that are going extinct, like the southern resident spot. So very excited about Orca Encounter in San Diego, and we'll follow up with that at 2 other SeaWorld parks in the next 2 years. So you can see we have a lot going on in 2017. This was one of our biggest lineup launches in the history of the company. Very excited about our mission of creating experiences that matter, and our vision of basically helping animals in their wild habitats, the natural wonders of the world. We're doubling down on that and very excited. So with that, I'm going to introduce you to one of the guys that's helping drive the Deep Blue Creative team, Mike Denninger, who's the Vice President of Theme Park Development. So come on up, Mike. Beautiful purple shirt. You got it.
Thank you. Thank you, Joel. Thank you. And thanks everybody for being here. We're very excited about our attraction lineup that's coming across the whole country in all of our parks. And now that we've built up that anticipation just a little bit more, let's head over to the Intamin booth for our first ride reveal. Come on everybody, to the Intamin booth.
Okay. Mike, I think we're good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to the Intamin booth. We're here, we just heard Joel Manby talk about SeaWorld and our efforts to create memorable and engaging experiences for our park guests, and namely our families that comes to our parks. And Wavebreaker, the rescue coaster coming to SeaWorld San Antonio in the summer of 2017, will do just that. Wavebreaker, the track for it, the majority of which is over the water in San Antonio in the park. And the ride vehicle that you're going to see just a second here, which is super cool and sleek and so great to get on and hold on as a rider. Will totally engage the families that come to our parks. And this is really an all-family attraction. There's a 48-inch rider height for this ride. So at SeaWorld and at Busch Gardens, we really dominate in this segment of the market with these family thrill rides with 48-inch rider heights like Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens, Manta at SeaWorld San Diego, and Verbolten at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. So we're very excited about this attraction, but probably not as excited as the guy right here next to me. This is Carl Lum, the park president of SeaWorld San Antonio.
Hey, good morning. We're so thrilled in San Antonio to have Wavebreaker coming out to our park. It's been over 9 years since we've introduced a coaster. So in Texas, we're really thrilled to have a jet ski inspired ride that's as big as Texas, and it's unique in North America. There's nothing else like it. So we're super excited to get our guests involved in the things our company does about helping save animals in the wild, and having our guests go out on a mission to help learn about all the things we do to help save wildlife in our company. So we're super thrilled, and Mike and his team have done a fantastic job along with Intamin on this ride, and we're really, really thrilled to open this up in summer of 17. So what do you think, Mike?
Yeah, we're ready to do this?
Ready to do it? 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll try not to fall.
All right, so we're happy to take some questions from the media. If anyone has any questions about the ride or the project or the attraction.
Question, how does the rescue team tie in terms of a pre-show or post-show?
Yeah, so the ride experience is very engaging. You on this type of ride vehicle, you are really feeling like you're driving this vehicle. It's important because our story for the attraction has you racing out of the ride. Joel mentioned it's a multi-launch coaster, so you are racing. You feel like you are racing to help the SeaWorld rescue team save an animal. So the question was, what are you rescuing in particular? So the ride experience is geared around the story of rescue. There are multiple rescue stories that we will tell with the attraction. There'll be a pre-show segment at the very beginning of the ride that sort of sets up the story of you as the rider feeling just like you're one of the SeaWorld rescue team members. There's various animals that we rescue as SeaWorld, so those animals will be revealed when we open the attraction.
Come see it.
Can you ask the question again? Their question was how many launch sections. There are. It's a double launch coaster. There are 2 launches. The first one is 38 miles per hour. The second one is 44 miles per hour. The height is 61 feet. And like I said, the track, other than the station, the track is completely over the lake. So you will feel like you are skimming across the water as you are riding this jet ski designed vehicle. This is a custom ride. It's what we do. We take a vehicle and we customize the vehicle. Everything on this vehicle was customized for the ride experience, as well as the track. The track is a complete custom design.
Water effects?
You are over the water. There are no water. It's not a water ride. You will not get wet as a rider, so there are no water effects on the ride. It's a steel coaster that is above the lake. Oh, we've used those effects before. We've done it a couple times. This ride is not going to have water effects on it. I can take one more. We have time for one more before the team heads over to the Chance booth.
Yeah, the question was, when I was in Williamsburg, would this have the same effect as Verbolten did? And I think it will. Verbolten's an iconic ride, great storyline, a lot of thrill. And this wave breaker will certainly be that. Our guests are really going to enjoy it. So it's very important for our company. It's important for our park. And as I said before, it's been 9 years since we've had a coaster. So I think guests will be able to enjoy the coaster and learn more about how to help save animals in the wild. So it's a win-win. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. I think the team's going to be heading over towards the Chance booth, so you can follow them there. Thank you for coming, and thank you, Intamin, for hosting.
And the signature piece of this realm, well, it's going to be our submarine quest ride. So my name's Brian, for those who don't know me. I'm the Vice President of Theme Park Experience Design, the brand new announced Deep Blue Creative Studio, which creates all the new attractions and rides and experiences throughout all of our parks, globally even. Today, though, we're going to talk about this very unique ride. So, the Submarine Quest will take our guests on a journey around this brand new realm where we're going to include digital interaction and gameplay inside of a ride system as our guests get to role play as explorers. And as they make their way around Ocean Explorer realm, they're going to meet animals, go through different environments, and find out exactly what's lurking there in the deep ocean. Because over 95% of our planet, we don't know what's in the ocean. So this whole land is about inspiring exploration, showing that science is cool, and teaching our guests how they can make a difference for the oceans all over the world through rides integrated with animals, integrated with technology. So it's really the future of what you're going to start to see coming from our organization as the new Seaworld starts to create itself and make new experiences for our guests and experiences that matter. And I also want to thank Chance Rides. So this system that we designed is a ground-up system, custom built. It took us a long time to figure this out, and it's very unique, and it's chock full of technology that'll be a very unique experience for the guests. So without Chance Rides' partnership with us, time and patience, creating something new is always difficult. We wouldn't have gotten to where we are. So without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to Submarine Quest, coming to SeaWorld San Diego 2017. So what you're looking at is a scale model. This vehicle is over 14 feet long. We have multiple vehicles running along the ride path for the guests. Each vehicle seats 6 passengers. And this will allow our youngest riders to our oldest riders to ride together. It is an all-family attraction. It is not a thrill ride. And it's really a chance to explore the land that we're building in a new way as you swim and pilot your submarine above the land below. Guests will have 2 seats per row. Each set of guests will be able to unlock their submarine in the station, power it up, and send it on its way out of the station around the Ocean Explorer land. Now along the way, we learn that something's lurking out there in the ocean, and our job is to go collect as much data as we can to find out exactly what's going on. As guests pass throughout the whole land collecting this data, they will be challenged with games, interactivity, and challenges along the path to collect the data, process the data, and send it back to the submarine base. Once they return back to that submarine base, they'll find out how well they did, what type of explorer they are, and what level they achieved in the game. So each time the guests ride, they may have a very different experience based on how well they did on the first scene, to the next scene, to the next scene. So it's a very intelligent gaming system that adapts itself to the players, the age, and even the language, as the game will be run in 4 different languages throughout the ride based on the guest needs and language preferences. So it's a very accessible, very fun, and very unique ride experience. And again, it's part of a new land, 3 acres in size, called Ocean Explorer. It is the signature ride, Submarine Quest, and it's full of animals, 5 new rides, Submarine Quest, new culinary, new dining experiences, SeaWorld San Diego 2017. All right, yay! We're very excited. So, and this guy's going to be here all week, so you can get up close. You can take photos inside. You can see some of the interactivity elements that are coming. We're going to be doing questions after the next stop. You can come back. We can give you a lot more detail. You can talk to the designers as well about what you're going to experience on the ride and how you're going to experience it. We can dig into that. But right now, I can take a few top-level questions from anybody in the audience. Here we go. So the ride, so we have real aquariums in Ocean Explorer, and the guests will walk through those. This ride will go through digital animal experiences, scenic animal experiences, and indoor and outdoor experiences. So it is not a 100% indoor dark ride. That doesn't really fill our needs of what we want to accomplish here. So it goes inside and outside through various environments as you travel through the different layers of the ocean, all the way down to the deepest part of the ocean where you meet some very large, mysterious creatures. Yeah, so live animals are a walk-through experience. This particular ride will move through digital animal experiences and scenic animal experiences. So it's a different feel and a different type of experience. Any other questions, guys?
Can you give any more detail about how you affect what goes on in the ride by how you play the game?
Yeah, so the ride is highly intelligent. The first challenge the guests will face is to simply unlock their vehicle and start the engines. And you do this by repeating a series of codes that we give you. Depending how well you do that, we automatically age your skill level and gauge how well you're doing or paying attention. So it automatically will start moving you through an easier challenge to the next one or a harder one based on how fast you do it. So we're constantly monitoring the feedback of the guest interface. The faster they respond, the more accurate they respond, the harder the challenges get. But if there's a 3-year-old riding this, they may not be as fast, so we'll make it very simple for them. So they have an equally challenging and rewarding experience as maybe older players would have, because the goal there is to appeal to the widest possible audience, so it's an all-family attraction. Yep. Anybody else? All right, so your next stop is Invadr. This is Busch Garden, Virginia's brand new attraction, so follow the crowd, and we'll be here when you guys get done for more detailed questions and answers, okay?
Director of Theme Park Development for Seaworld Parks Entertainment. Very pleased to have you here this morning for our third and final review here at IAAPA. You know, Busch Gardens Williamsburg has had a great history of developing great world-class thrill attractions, and Invadr is going to be the next great roller coaster for that legacy. This is going to be the first wooden hybrid coaster at the park, and it's going to bring the coaster count at that park to a total of 8. This ride will have 9 airtime hills, it'll have a 74-foot drop, and at a 46-inch height restriction, it's going to be fun for the entire family. Kids and parents are going to be able to enjoy it and have a great time together. We've had a great partnership with Great Coasters. I'd like to introduce Payne here, the CEO of Great Coasters International. We've had a great partnership developing this attraction, bringing this to our guests. There's so many great components about this ride, and it's something that's going to be, the entire family is going to be able to enjoy. I also want to invite Susie Shealy over here. She's going to help me with the unveil. She is one of the directors over at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Is everyone ready for the final review? Yeah? Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. How's it look, guys? You like it? Yeah, it's great. So this will be one of our 2 lead cars on this attraction. Our guests will be able to choose whether they want to be a Viking, or they'll be on one of the Viking roller coaster, or they choose to be a Villager. When you guys get a chance, you'll be able to look up the other side of the Great Coasters International booth over here and also see our other lead car for this attraction. So this is something that we're really excited about. It's going to be a great family attraction for the Busch Gardens Williamsburg Park. At this time, we'd like to take any first questions about the ride or attraction. So this will be opening in spring of 2017. It's going to be located in the New France area of the park. It's going to be highly integrated into the train that's over there. It's going to be built in the woods. It'll be right next to the Scoot log ride over there. It'll also integrate highly with our train ride, so it'll be going over and underneath the train. Great moments of airtime will be awesome. It's going to be a great first drop as well. The height restriction on this ride is 46 inches. So that means that kids and families and their parents will be able to ride together to enjoy this world-class roller coaster. Oh yeah, so the question was some parts of this were from Wazi Wooden Roller Coaster at Busch Gardens, Tampa, and that is correct. So what we've done is we've taken the ride chassis and refurbished them and repurposed them for this attraction. So the Wazi Roller Coaster from Tampa lives on an Invadr at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Other questions? No? Are we allowed to photograph? Yes, of course. Everybody's allowed to photograph. Take your selfies. Everything. That's great. Yeah, so if you have any other questions, we'll be able to do one-on-one interviews after this. You guys can come to see me, come see Julie. Have a great morning, everyone. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, I just wanted everybody to know that in each of the 3 booths that we've just revealed, you'll find spokespeople and friendly PR people in this lovely wardrobe. So if you have any more questions, want to do any more interviews, please go back to the booth. We'll be here until 12:30. So come see your friendly PR people and your spokespeople to get more details. Thank you.